In order to do a 4-point bend or a 3-point bend, we use these grips. If you want 4-point bend, these two go on here, but if you want 3-point, you take these off and add this one to the upper grip. So let me show you how to put those on the machine. This tightens towards this, so whichever right hand rule, whoops, that's my left hand, whichever right hand rule gives you a tighten down, that's the tightening way, and so the opposite is the loosening way. If it's tight, this won't come out, so you loosen it and this will pull out and release the grip. Sometimes it's so tight you can't move it, so then you use this tool to put in this hole, like in here, and turn. So I'm going to have to use this side, which you can't really see, but put that in and then it will loosen and you can get it out. Once you pull the pin out, then this should lift and come out. And then we're going to do the same thing to the grip at the top. Tight with the right hand is this way, so loose will be that way. This will come out and this will drop down. Now for putting on the bend apparatus, this goes in the hole like this and that, and then you want to tighten this down towards this. On the top, in. And then tighten like this, so here. Okay, and that puts the grips in. Now we want to position them, so we're going to jog down with the jog button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the emergency stops. That's these right here. And I'm going to set that such that these will not crash. So I'm going to get them, jog them down till they're close to each other, but not touching. And put the stop on. Okay, so I should never really be that low, but if it did go that low, it would. You can choose the span length you want here by loosening these nuts and moving these to the millimeters you want. Same at the top for a 4-point bend. And I'm just going to test with this laminate I have at this span, which is 6 centimeters and 2 centimeters. So I think this sets up the grips for bend apparatus. Let's move to the software. On the software, if I go to test, there are a 4-point bend, 3-point bend method. Here's the 4-point bend for laminate. And we can adjust this according to your needs. But in this test, I want to, of course, balance everything before I start. And in fact, I'm going to balance all load and stress before I start. And then you'll choose next. Enter the following values, ID your material, and next. Put in the depth and the width of your material. This is for a rectangular specimen. If you choose another shape, it'll ask you other information like diameter. And then wear your safety glasses. This is the final screen before the test starts. Make sure you keep clear of the machine, wear the safety glasses, and I guess I'll put a balance all in here, and then you can start. The start button is highlighted, meaning it's ready to go, so we'll start. And it had a preload, you remember, to reach a certain load level before the test started. Meaning that the two are in contact with each other, and there it goes. So it's starting the test. I'll zoom back here so you can see both during the test. The specimen is starting to bend, so the load is decreasing. I heard a break. And as you hear the breaking, you can see the curve reflecting that. The break was not 40% change in force, so the test keeps going. There it was 40%, and it quits. Alright, so the software tells us now to remove the specimen, which is kind of a bug in the program because the specimen's in tension compression. So you're going to have to first return over here. You're going to have to return back to 0 so that the top moves off of the specimen, and then you can remove it. Okay, and so it wants to finish the test. You don't write data until you hit finish. So this is asking you if you had any observations about your sample, and now it's ready for the next test. I can tell by this question, so I'm going to have to hit the finish flag to save the data. Now if you're wanting to save more than one test in a file, you can keep going and then hit this finish flag at the end. Finish sample. Do you want to test another one? I'm going to say no and go make sure that I have the data. Okay, I have the data here on the desktop. You can actually, in the method, browse and set up a folder for your data. And the raw data is always in another folder. And you see the raw data here with time, newtons, pascals, drain and this extension. There's also a second file here with what was calculated in the test.